Hi everyone, it's Mana. So, what do you usually do when you get into a conflict with your Japanese girlfriend? I know it really depends on the situation, right? But recently, I started thinking back on my own experiences with my ex-boyfriends and how we handled those tough moments. And I realized there were definitely some things they did that actually worked. Things that helped us calm down and feel connected again. So today, I'm sharing 7 steps that can help break the tension and lead your relationship back to a happy place. Curious? Let's dive in. First thing first, the most important thing you need to do when you're in a conflict with your Japanese girlfriend is to just have an honest conversation. Seriously, honesty is everything. If you can express your true feelings and talk things through in a respectful way, there's a good chance you can work it out. Honesty is one of the most important qualities in a partner. If you start telling lies, to hide things, even small ones, it breaks trust. And once that trust is gone, the relationship starts to fall apart. So speak honestly and focus on solving a problem together. Share your true thoughts and really face each other for who you are. That kind of mindset can turn a simple fight into a much stronger connection. The second thing is, don't get pulled into her emotional mode. I've never really seen any of my ex-boyfriends get super emotional during a fight. Most guys, especially Japanese men, tend to stay pretty calm. And you know what? That calmness actually helps a lot. When a woman gets upset, emotion can take over. And yeah, that can make the conversation harder. But instead of matching the emotional energy, it's super important for you to stay cool and respond rationally. Being calm and reasonable doesn't mean you don't care. It actually shows maturity, and trust me, most women really respect that. If you can stay grounded and quiet, not cold, just steady, it can actually help bring her back to a calm place too. She might even think, wait, why is he so calm? Maybe I should take a moment to breathe. Emotions are natural, but when both people get emotional at the same time, things can spiral and people say or do things they regret. That's why it's very powerful when a man can stay composed and gently lead the situation back to peace. The third thing is create some distance. Sometimes taking a little break from each other is actually really helpful. When things get heated, space gives both people time to cool down and reflect on what actually caused the fight. Personally, I really value that space, especially when I'm upset. I ask myself, wait, why am I even mad right now? And sometimes the reason is something small, like a little lack of consideration or just a misunderstanding. So if you or your girlfriend gets really upset, don't keep arguing just to make a point. Take a step back, let things breathe. Sometimes a little distance brings a lot more clarity than trying to win a fight in a moment. The fourth thing is, don't try to win the fight. You don't need to win the argument just to show that you are mature enough to handle her feelings without adding fuel to the fire. If your goal is to beat your girlfriend in an argument, you've already lost something important. A relationship isn't a competition. There's no trophy for who's right and who's wrong. At the end of the day, what really matters is how well you can compromise and get back on the same page. It's not about proving a point, it's about understanding each other, because if one person wins and the other feels defeated, the relationship slowly starts to fall apart. But if both of you can meet in the middle, even after a disagreement, that's how love grows stronger. So don't fight to win, fight to understand. The fifth thing is hold her tight. Now in Japan, hugging isn't something people do casually. It's usually reserved for close relationships. So when a Japanese girl hugs her boyfriend, it's a very special moment. Honestly, it might mean even more to her than it does in Western culture. So if you gently hold her during a tough moment, that warmth, the closeness, even your scent can bring a lot of comfort. It's like a silent way of saying, I'm here, I'm care. Sometimes it even helps calm her emotions and words don't work. But big but, don't just force a hug if she's still super upset. If she's emotionally overwhelmed, she might reject the hug, not because she hates you, but because she's not in a place to receive it, and that can lead to both of you feel worse. So read the situation. If she's still too emotional, give her space, but still honest and kind. Sometimes distance and gentle words are better than physical closeness in that moment. Let her cool down and try again when the timing feels right. The 16 is a very Japanese thing. Both people apologize to each other. In Japan, when both sides say sorry, it's like a signal that the fight is over. The mood instantly softens, faces start to relax, and there is this quiet moment where you both feel, we got through this together. That creates a stronger bond. It doesn't really matter who was more right or more wrong. What matters is that both of you care enough to say ごめんね. Simple word, it's kind of like magic in Japanese relationships. When you say sorry from the heart, your Japanese girlfriend will feel that, and she might even fall for you a little more, knowing you can get through hard moments with kindness and humility. The last magic trick is humor. Sometimes the best way to melt the tension is just to make her laugh, even just a little. A funny face, a silly joke, or reminding her of an inside joke you share can totally shift the mood. Of course, timing is important. Don't crack a joke while she's still super upset. That might backfire. But once things have calmed down a bit, a little humor can really bring you to closer again. Laughter reminds us, hey, we actually like each other, even if we fight sometimes. So don't be afraid to be a little goofy. It might be the thing that turns a tough moment into a sweet memory. When I think back on my past relationships, I realized something. Men were often really generous and patient when I got upset. A lot of them stayed calm and simply asked me, what's wrong? And honestly, their calm attitude and rational thinking really helped save the relationship in those moments. I truly admired that. But on the flip side, there were times when they said things that felt rude or condescending, like they were looking down on me or even prizing another girl on purpose. I honestly have no idea why they did that. And of course, I couldn't hide my emotions when that happened. It felt like they didn't know how to handle my reaction and things just got more complicated. If both people clearly know who was in the wrong, then staying calm and offering a sincere apology is the fastest way to fix it. You don't need hours of drama. Quick, honest action can make a big difference. Honestly, it's really tough when I have a conflict with someone I love. My chest literally hurts and I can't stop overthinking, why did he say that? Why did he do that? I've had nights when I just couldn't sleep for days. Sometimes taking the time and the space can really help, but other times waiting too long just make it worse. That's why it's so important to really analyze the situation. Ask myself, is this a moment to give space or a moment to speak up and fix it right away? But no matter what, don't forget to be kind to the person next to you. Stay honest, stay generous, because in the end, it's not about winning or being right. It's about choosing love, understanding, and growing together. So if you have any tips or advice on how to make up with your girlfriend, especially after a big fight, share them in the comments. Your experience might really help someone else who's going through the same thing. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until then, I would be happy if you hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye!